Welcome to Wired Network's video series, How to Build a 4 Nines Wide Area Network. So welcome back. In our last discussion, we identified companies' revenue and its relationship to network downtime. We're glad to see you made it back. Something we said hopefully made sense to you. This time we're going to focus on building a foundation for a highly available WAN. Your company's WAN is going to be the foundation to your network. Thus, anything worth building has to have a solid foundation. Obvious, right? Fact is, not many people are doing this, which is why they're below the 99.9% network uptime, which is 43 minutes of downtime per month or more, as we discussed last time. Our goal is to, again, achieve 4 nines of network uptime, which is only 4 minutes of downtime per month. So your first question is, well, isn't that expensive? Yes, there is a cost associated. However, remember the big picture. We're talking about adding 40 minutes of more productivity to each and every employee per month. That's 2.6 hours per year per employee. If you have 500 employees, average production of $105 per hour, that translates to $224,000 per year to the bottom line. It's compelling, and that's a conservative number, as most businesses are operating at less than 99% uptime, which is when we see these numbers really escalate. So at the foundation, we're talking about 4 nines of uptime. We're talking first a primary MPLS connection with a backup VPN. Remember, 2 circuits. Again, 2 routers. We need a primary and a backup router. We're also going to need to see diverse last mile. So for the MPLS, I want some kind of diverse last mile to whatever we have for our backup VPN. Reason being, 90% of most issues occur at that last mile. Last but not least, we want to configure the equipment for failover and failback automatically, not manually. Okay, so let's take a remote site as an example, and here's why. Remote sites seem to be the most overlooked when it comes to network downtime. Users are remote. They're heard, they're not seen. It's that out of sight, out of mind. More difficult to get budget for when bulletproofing the WAN. Sometimes the employees at those locations tend to be less highly compensated, and diverse circuits, it can be dicey at remote sites. So here's a real-life example of a remote site. We're going to support 10 to 50 users on the network. Again, primary MPLS connection. In this case, I want to use a 10 meg Ethernet circuit. The key being, I want a 10 meg dedicated fiber Ethernet circuit, if available. I want to back that up with a VPN circuit. In most cases, I will either use a T1 if I've got Ethernet, or I would use a cable backup. We can also use other modes, and we'll get into that in later discussions. Cost will be anywhere from $800 to $1,200 a month for the primary connection, and the cost for the backup anywhere from $100 to $200 a month. Additional equipment, there will be an install and configuration for the backup, and in most cases there's going to be a primary, so for the backup VPN. And that'll run anywhere from, let's say, conservatively $500 up to maybe $1,500, depending on where you are. So let's get into the numbers real quick on a network uptime revenue for a remote site. Again, 10 to 50 users is what we're supporting on the network. We're going to, in this case, say 25 employees, just use a good round number. 99.5% uptime is what we're currently have, and what we're trying to achieve is 4 nines. So that's 1 hour and 12 minutes per month versus 4 minutes of downtime per month. Again, we'll use that $105 per hour per employee. The money returned to the bottom line for just this one remote location is $3,150 per month. Your cost was, again, I told you for the primary it was $800 to $1,200. You're going to have that anyway. The backup is where we're going to focus, and that's anywhere from $100 to $200. We'll say $150. And again, round number, we'll just say $1,200 for the one-time expense. So we return $3,150 back to the bottom line. Your cost for just this piece of it was $150. Admittedly, this isn't the end of where the costs are, but it is a first step in the right direction. So I think we can all agree anything worth building must have a solid foundation. Remove single points of failure to achieve highly available networks, and then configure for automatic failover and failback. It's an absolute must. Manual does not work. That's it. We invite you to join our blog, videos, and resources by clicking on the link provided. Thank you again for joining us on video number 2, where we described how to build a solid foundation for your WAN. The next video will provide best practices on the types of circuits available and which ones are best for highly available 4.9 WAN uptime. Until then, we'll see you soon.